Welcome back to the Merging Life and Money Show. I am your host, Marie-Jo César, a financial wellness strategist dedicated to empowering professional women and companies with financial wellness programs. Today, as we continue to celebrate International Women's Month, we will be discussing importance of embracing differences and how women are fostering inclusive communities. But first, let's talk about why this topic is so important. You see, when we embrace differences, we open ourselves up to a world of new perspectives, new ideas, and new experiences. We learn to appreciate the unique qualities that each individual brings to the table. And we create an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. This not only enriches our personal lives, but also has a profound impact on our professional lives and the communities we are a part of. Fostering inclusive communities is essential for several reasons. First and foremost, it promotes a sense of belonging and connection among its members. When people feel included, they are more likely to engage, collaborate, and contribute their talents and skills, leading to a more vibrant and thriving community. Inclusive communities also foster innovation and creativity. When diverse perspectives come together, they can generate new ideas and solutions that might not have been possible otherwise. This diversity of thoughts can lead to breakthroughs and advancements in various fields, from science and technology to art and culture. And last of all, inclusive communities help to break down barriers and challenge stereotypes, promoting greater understanding and empathy among its members. By celebrating our differences and acknowledging our shared humanity, we can create a more equitable and just society where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. So, as we delve into today's episode, let us remember the importance of embracing differences and fostering inclusive communities. Welcome to the Merging Life and Money Show. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels valued, heard, and empowered to reach their full potential. Now that we understand the importance of embracing differences and fostering inclusive communities, let's preview the three main points we will be discussing in today's episode. First, we will focus on the power of role models in shaping inclusive mindsets. We will be sharing inspiring stories of women who have broken barriers and become champions for inclusivity in their respective fields. These trailblazers serve as beacons of hope and inspiration, reminding us that we too can achieve greatness and make a difference in the world. Next, we will explore women-led initiatives that promote diversity and inclusion. We will be highlighting some incredible projects and programs spearheaded by women that focus on creating more inclusive communities. By showcasing these initiatives, we hope to inspire you to take action and support these causes or even start your own inclusive projects. We will end with a discussion about the importance of building allies and advocates for inclusion. We will be sharing strategies for building strong alliances and support networks, as well as tips for being an effective ally and advocate for inclusion in your own life. By working together, we can create a more inclusive and welcoming world for everyone. So there you have it. 3 powerful ways women are fostering inclusive communities and championing diversity. We are excited to dive deeper into each of these topics and share the inspiring stories of the women who are making a difference. So let's get started with our first main point, the power of role models in shaping inclusive mindsets. It focuses on the power of those role models. We will begin by discussing the impact of female role models on young girls and women. Having visible and relatable role models is so essential for girls and women to envision themselves in various fields and industries and to develop the confidence to pursue their dreams. Research has shown that exposure to successful female role models can significantly influence young girls' careers, aspirations, and self esteem. When girls see women who have achieved success in fields traditionally dominated by men, they are more likely to believe that they too can succeed in these areas. This is particularly important in industries like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, right, STEM, where women have historically been underrepresented. However, the impact of female role model goes beyond career aspirations. Seeing women in leadership positions, for example, can inspire young girls to develop their own leadership skills and envision themselves as future leaders. This can have a ripple effect, leading to more women in leadership roles and a more balanced representation of gender in positions of power. Moreover, female role models can provide valuable guidance and mentorship to young girls and women. By sharing their experiences and challenges and successes, they can offer insights and advice that can help the next generation navigate their own path and overcome obstacles. It is important to note that the impact of female role model extends beyond gender, as I mentioned. When women from diverse backgrounds and experiences rise to prominence, they challenge stereotypes and break down barriers, inspiring not only young girls, but also boys and people of all ages to embrace inclusivity and appreciate the value of diversity. Now, let's share some inspiring stories of influential women who have championed inclusivity in their respective fields, demonstrating the power of role models in shaping inclusive mindsets and creating a more equitable world. One such woman is Dr. Mae Jemison, a trailblazer in the field of space exploration. She has not only broken barriers, but also become a beacon of hope and inspiration for young girls and women everywhere. As the first African American woman to travel to space, Dr. Jemison's work as an astronaut, engineer, and physician has paved the way for future generations and highlighted the importance of representation in creating more inclusive environments. Dr. Jemison's story is a testament to the power of resilience and determination. Despite facing numerous challenges and obstacles, she persevered and achieved greatness in her field. By sharing her experiences and advocating for inclusivity, she has inspired countless young girls and women, especially those from underrepresented backgrounds, to believe in themselves and pursue their dreams, regardless of the barriers they may face. Another inspiring woman who had made a significant impact is Malala Yousafzai, a champion for girls' education and human rights. As the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate, Malala has dedicated her life to fostering a sense of belonging for everyone. Her work in advocating for girls' education and promoting peace has challenged stereotypes and promoted greater understanding and empathy among people from diverse backgrounds. Malala's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of courage and perseverance in creating inclusive communities. Despite surviving a Taliban assassination attempt in 2012, she continues to fight for every girl's right to education, showing us that everyone has a valuable contribution to make and that our differences are what makes us stronger. These inspiring women, along with countless others, are living proof of the impact that female role models can have on young girls and women. By breaking barriers, challenging stereotypes, and championing inclusivity, they are paving the way for a more equitable and inclusive world. Another remarkable woman who has made a significant impact is Reshma Sajoni, the founder of Girls Who Code, an organization dedicated to closing the gender gap in technology. Reshma's work in empowering young girls to pursue careers in tech has not only challenged traditional gender norms, but also fostered a more inclusive and diverse industry. Reshma's story is a testament to the power of belief and action. After witnessing the underrepresentation of women in the tech sector, she took it upon herself to create change by founding Girls Who Code. Since its inception in 2012, the organization has reached over 300,000 girls across the United States, providing them with the skills and resources needed to thrive in the tech industry. By advocating for inclusivity and breaking down barriers, Reshma has inspired countless young girls to believe in their potential and pursue their passions in technology. Women like Reshma, Dr. Mae Jemison, and Malala Yousafzai are just a few examples of incredible role models who are shaping inclusive mindsets and creating a more equitable world. Their stories remind us of the importance of representation, courage, and determination in fostering inclusive communities. Building upon the inspiring stories of these remarkable women, let's explore the importance of representation in various fields and industries. When women and individuals from diverse backgrounds are represented in different sectors, it contributes to a more inclusive and equitable society. Representation matters because it helps to challenge stereotypes and break down barriers. When people see others who look like them or share their experiences in positions of power or in fields where they have been historically underrepresented, it sends a powerful message. You belong here and you can succeed too. In the world of technology, for example, women have historically been underrepresented. However, organizations like Girls Who Code, funded by Reshma Saujani, are working to change that narrative. By providing young girls with the skills and resources they need to thrive in tech, they are not only empowering the next generation of female tech leaders, but also fostering a more inclusive and diverse industry. Similarly, in fields like science, engineering, and mathematics, initiatives like the Black Girls Rock STEM program and the National Society of Black Engineers are working to increase the representation of women of color. By providing mentorship, resources, and support, these organizations are helping to create a more inclusive and equitable landscape in these fields. Representation also matters in the media and entertainment industry. When diverse stories are told and people from all walks of life are represented on screen, it fosters empathy and understanding among audiences. Movies like Hidden Figures and Wonder Woman, for example, have showcased strong, capable female leads, inspiring young girls and women around the world. I will end this point by saying that the importance of representation in various fields and industries cannot be overstated. By ensuring that women and individuals from diverse backgrounds are represented and supported, we can create a more inclusive and equitable society. And it is through the efforts of trailblazing women like Dr. Mae Jemison, Malala Yousafzai, Reshma Saujani, and countless others that we are moving closer to that goal. Now, moving on to the second point of today's episode, I will talk about incredible women-led initiatives that promote diversity and inclusion, thus making a significant impact in fostering inclusive communities. I will start by showcasing successful initiatives and programs led by women. These trailblazing women have identified gaps in their communities and have taken action to create meaningful change. One such initiative is a Girls Lounge founded by Shelley Zalis. The Girls Lounge is a global community dedicated to empowering women in the workplace. By providing a supportive space for women to connect, collaborate, and learn from one another, the Girls Lounge has helped thousands of women build their networks and advance their careers. Another inspiring program is Black Girls Code, funded by Kimberly Bryant. Black Girls Code aims to increase the number of women of color in the digital space by introducing young girls to computer science and technology. Through workshops, after-school programs, and summer camps, Black Girls Code has reached over 20,000 girls, equipping them with the skills and confidence they need to succeed in the tech industry. In the world of finance, there is Ellevest, a digital investment platform specially designed for women, co-founded by Sally Kroschek. Ellevest aims to close the gender investing gap by providing women with tailored investment strategies, financial educations, and resources. By addressing the unique financial needs and goals of women, Ellevest is empowering women to take control of their financial futures and build wealth. Another groundbreaking initiative is She is the First, an organization that fights gender inequality through education. Co-founded by Tammy Tibbetts and Kristen Brent, She's the First supports girls in low-income countries who are the first in their families to graduate from high school. By providing scholarships, mentorship, and leadership development, She's the First empowers girls to break the cycle of poverty and become change makers in their communities. In the mental health field, there is the Loveland Foundation, founded by Rachel Cargo. Is committed to providing therapy and mental health support to Black women and girls. By offering financial assistance for therapy sessions and creating healing spaces, the Loveland Foundation addresses the unique mental health challenges faced by Black women and promotes emotional well-being and resilience. These are just a few examples of the many successful initiatives and programs led by women that are promoting diversity and inclusion. By addressing the unique challenges faced by women and underrepresented groups, these initiatives are creating more inclusive communities and paving the way for a more equitable future. Having showcased some inspiring initiatives and programs led by women that promote diversity and inclusion, let's explore the unique approaches women take in fostering inclusion through their initiatives and the ripple effects these initiatives have in creating more inclusive communities. One approach that stands out is the emphasis on collaboration and community building. Women-led initiatives often focus on creating supportive spaces where individuals can connect, share experiences, and learn from one another. This collaborative atmosphere encourages open dialogue, fosters empathy, and promotes a sense of belonging. For example, the Girls Lounge, which we discussed earlier, provides a comfortable and welcoming space for women to network and engage in meaningful conversations. By fostering a supportive environment, the Girls Lounge encourages women to lift each other up and work together to overcome challenges in the workplace. Another unique approach is the emphasis on mentorship and role modeling. Many women led initiatives recognize the importance of having visible role models and mentors who can inspire and guide others. By providing access to mentors and offering opportunities for personal and professional growth, these initiatives allow individuals to reach their full potential. Black Girls Code, which I also mentioned earlier, is a prime example of this approach. By connecting young girls with mentors in the tech industry, Black Girls Code not only teaches civil skills, but also shows these girls that they too can succeed in a field where they have been historically underrepresented. Lastly, women-led initiatives often take an intersectional approach to addressing issues of diversity and inclusion. This means considering how different factors, such as race, gender, sexuality, and socioeconomic status intersect and impact individual experiences. By acknowledging and addressing these intersections, women-led initiatives can create more comprehensive and effective solutions. The Loveland Foundation, for instance, focuses specifically on providing mental health support to Black women and girls, recognizing the unique challenges they face at the intersection of race and gender. Now, let's discuss the ripple effects of these women-led initiatives in creating more inclusive communities. One significant ripple effect is a creation of new opportunities for underrepresented groups. As women-led initiatives address the specific challenges faced by these groups, they open doors to education, careers, and resources that many have previously been inaccessible. For example, initiatives like Black Girls Code and Ellevest not only provide valuable skills and resources, but also create new pathways for women and girls to enter fields where they have been historically underrepresented, such as technology and finance. Another ripple effect is the empowerment of individuals to become agents of change within their own communities. By providing mentorship, support, and resources, women-led initiatives equip individuals with the tools they need to drive positive change and promote inclusion. Initiatives like She's the First and the Loveland Foundation empower girls and women to break cycles of poverty, overcome barriers, and advocate for themselves and others, creating lasting impact on their communities. Moreover, the success of these initiatives often inspires others to take action and create their own programs or projects that promote diversity and inclusion. This multiplier effect can lead to a wave of change as more and more people become engaged in fostering inclusive communities. Lastly, the ripple effects of women-led initiatives extend beyond the individuals and communities they directly serve. By challenging stereotypes, breaking down barriers, and promoting greater understanding and empathy, these initiatives contribute to a broader cultural shift to inclusivity and equality. I will end the second point and state that it is clear that women-led initiatives play an important role in fostering diversity and inclusion. Through their unique approaches, and far-reaching impacts. These initiatives are creating more inclusive community and paving the way for a more equitable future. That takes us to the third and final point of today's episode. I will talk about building allies and advocates for inclusion and focus on the significance of men and women working together to promote inclusivity. Gender equality and inclusion are not just women's issues, they are everyone's issues. When men and women join forces to advocate for inclusion, we can create a more powerful and unified movement for change. One way men can become allies is by actively listening to and learning from women's experiences. By seeking out diverse perspectives and engaging in open dialogue, men can gain a deeper understanding of the challenges women face and identify ways they can support and amplify women's voices. Men can also use their positions of influence and privilege to advocate for change within their own networks and communities. This might involve speaking out against sexism and discrimination, promoting equal opportunities, or supporting women-led initiatives and organizations. Women, too, can play a crucial role in building alliances and fostering inclusivity. By reaching out to men and engaging them in conversations about gender equality, women can help create a more inclusive and supportive environment for everyone. It is also essential for women to support one another and work together to break down barriers and challenge stereotypes. By collaborating, sharing resources, and amplifying each other's voices, women can create a stronger and more united force for change. Now, let's discuss strategies for building strong alliances and support networks that promote inclusivity and drive lasting change. One key strategy is to create spaces for open and honest dialogue. By providing opportunities for people to share their experiences, ask questions, and engage in meaningful conversation, we can foster greater understanding and empathy. These spaces can take various forms, such as workshops, panel discussions, or informal gatherings. The important thing is to create an environment where people feel safe and supported in sharing their thoughts and perspectives. Another strategy is to actively seek out diverse perspectives and experiences. This might involve attending events or conferences focused on diversity and inclusion, joining online forums or communities, or reading books and articles written by authors from different backgrounds. By exposing ourselves to a wide range of viewpoints, we can broaden our understanding of the issues at hand and identify ways to be more inclusive and supportive in our own lives. Collaborating on projects and initiatives is another effective way to build alliances and promote inclusivity. By working together on shared goals, we can forge strong connections, learn from one another, and create a more significant impact. This might involve partnering with organizations that focus on diversity and inclusion, volunteering for initiatives that support underrepresented groups, or joining forces with other individuals who are passionate about creating change. Lastly, we must celebrate and amplify the successes and achievements of women and other underrepresented groups. By shining a spotlight on their accomplishments and sharing their stories, we can inspire others and demonstrate the value of inclusivity. Here are some tips for being an effective ally and advocate for inclusion in our everyday lives. One essential tip is to educate ourselves about the issues and challenges faced by underrepresented groups. This might involve reading books, as I mentioned, attending workshops, or engaging conversations with people from diverse backgrounds. By deepening our understanding, we can become better equipped to support and advocate for others. Another crucial tip is to listen actively and with empathy. When someone shares their experiences or perspectives, we must listen without judgment, ask thoughtful questions, and validate their feelings. By doing so, we can create a safe and supportive space for open dialogue. It is also important to recognize and challenge our own biases and assumptions. We all have unconscious biases that can influence our thoughts and actions. This is a fact. By becoming aware of these biases and actively working to overcome them, we can become more inclusive and supportive allies. Using inclusive language is another way to be an effective ally. This involves being mindful of the words and phrases we use and ensuring that they are respectful and inclusive of all people. If we are unsure about the appropriate language to use, we must ask and we must learn. Finally, being an effective ally means taking action and using our influence to promote change. This might involve speaking out against discrimination, advocating for policies that support diversity and inclusion, or supporting organizations and initiatives that empower underrepresented groups. By following these tips and consistently striving to be better allies, we can all contribute to fostering more inclusive communities and driving lasting change. As we wrap up today's episode, let me take a look at its key takeaways and emphasize the importance of continued efforts in promoting inclusion and embracing differences. In today's episode, we explore the various ways women foster inclusive communities, from the power of role models to women-led initiatives, and the importance of building allies and advocates for inclusion. Now, let's quickly summarize the key takeaways from our discussion. First, we discussed the impact of female role models on young girls and women by showcasing examples of influential women who have championed inclusivity. We highlighted the importance of representation in various fields and industries. These role models inspire and empower the next generation of women to break barriers and challenge stereotypes. Next, we explored several successful initiatives and programs led by women, which promote diversity and inclusion. We discussed the unique approaches women take in fostering inclusion and the ripple effects these initiatives have in creating more inclusive communities. Last, we emphasized the significance of men and women working together to promote inclusivity and shared strategies for building strong alliances and support networks. We also provided tips for being an effective ally and advocate for inclusion in our everyday lives. At the end of the day, women play a vital role in fostering inclusive communities by being powerful role models, leading impactful initiatives, and building strong alliances. We must continue to celebrate their achievements and learn from their experiences. Embracing differences and promoting inclusivity are ongoing efforts that require the commitment and participation of everyone. By working together and following the example set by inspiring women we discussed today, we can create a more inclusive and equitable world for all. Now, very quickly, why should we emphasize the importance of continued effort in promoting inclusion and embracing differences? and also encourage our listeners to take action in their own lives. Well, we must emphasize the importance of continued efforts in promoting inclusion and embracing differences, because while we have made progress, there is still work to be done to ensure that everyone has equal opportunities and feels valued and included in their communities. I encourage every one of you to take action in your own lives to promote inclusivity. This can be as simple as seeking out diverse perspectives, supporting women-led initiatives, or becoming an ally and advocate for inclusion in your communities. Remember, change starts with each one of us, and by working together, we can create a more inclusive, equitable, and thriving world for all. Thank you for joining us on this special episode of the Merging Life and Money Show, as we continue to celebrate International Women's Month and we're exploring the theme of Inspire Inclusion. As we close off today's episode, let us remember the wise word of the renowned activist and feminist Bell Hooks, who once said, "To create communities of resistance, we need to recognize that difference can be a catalyst for growth and change rather than a sign of irreconcilable conflict." Let us carry this spirit of unity, inclusivity, and growth in our hearts as we continue to work to foster inclusive communities and celebrate the achievement of women everywhere. I hope you have enjoyed learning about the incredible women who are fostering inclusive communities and felt inspired to take action in your own lives. Be sure to join us for our next episode as we continue to celebrate International Women's Month and continue to delve into thought-provoking topics and engage in meaningful conversations. I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences on today's episode with us on social media or through our website. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I will see you next week. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.